my quilting life. It's Sunday, but it's not the Sew Sunday video. This is a walkthrough of my brain and the process of making something or being creative or designing or whatever I'm doing. So hopefully whatever's going through my brain right now works out, because I'm going to write it on paper as I cut it out and make something. So I took out all the supplies I need to do what I'm going to make, which is a bag. I'm designing a bag. So anyway, I just thought I would come on because some people have asked to see my creative process. Well, this is my creative process. So while I'm making a bag, I may or may not give directions because I don't know if whatever I'm doing is going to work. Like seriously. Since it's the design process, and I always make something in the beginning, you know. Can I see that? Who's here? Thank you. So, yeah, we're gonna make something. Hi, Cam. I'm taking it easy today, trying not to wear glasses any more than necessary. Oh, because eyes probably hurt. Currently watching Missouri Bicentennial on our local PBS station. So much information. I actually remember studying it in high school history classes in Colorado. Ooh, I love our stations. I love history. Hi, Linda. Oops, where did it go? Hi, Heather. Hi, Janice. All right, so I figured there probably won't be very many people that click on this today, but we're going to run through my brain, and those of you that are here get to see what it's like inside my brain. So I'm going to make a bag. I kind of can't show you what I'm doing, but I'm making more than one bag. I'm making two because I figured I might as well do it twice, which helps my brain remember. But I have chose.
Heather wants you to say hi to her daughter. She stole
My
her
daughter
phone.
stole my phone. Guess she wants you to say hi. Hi, Amelia. Give mommy back her phone. So I chose this cute. The bags I'm going to be making are just going to be two of the same exact thing. They have Quilt streets. I don't know how well you guys can see this. So it's like Paper Piece Palace, Applique Alley, So Fun Street, Quilting Boulevard, Batting Boulevard, Quilters Circle, Road Trip Ave, Shop Hop Court. Yeah, first. Oh, Friendship Group Road. There's all sorts of stuff on here. And then to go with that, I'm going to hold it next to it. Here's one with sayings on it. So it's rotary cutter, applique, thimble, modern, blah, blah, blah. It has all the words. But in between the two, for my design of the bag that I'm making, is going to have this large polka dot, red with pink. And then my accent color through like everything is going to be this. And then I still haven't picked out a lining color yet. I'm thinking of just putting gray inside the lining, which I think I'm going to grab right now because I could see the perfect gray with white polka dot. So those are the colors that I have chosen. They're going to be quilt themed bagged. Red zippers for the lining inside to have zipper pockets. Black zippers with silver. I got all my, there's going to be a zipper on the outside and a zipper on the top to close it. It's going to be a crossbody bag. The back side of the bag, I'm thinking a snap pocket. So I got my pieces for snap pockets, enough for two bags. And then obviously I need a crossbody strap. So I have my, for two bags, I need, you know, two connectors for each side of the crossbody, two D-rings for each side, and one adjuster for each side, for each bag. And then as well as, because it's probably going to come out okay, I'm going to put tags in them. And that's what I'm going to do. So let me walk over here real quick behind the camera and get this gray. Yeah, that'll be perfect. So here's going to be the gray. It's a 1 yard cut, so it should be plenty for inside two bags. And it'll be all the, yeah, it'll just go inside the bags. So that'll be perfect. And this is just walking through my brain. So like I said, when the video just started, I may not give measurements because I'm going to be writing my measurements down. And I'm going to be cutting out 2, but probably only making 1. So the other set of this, the other bag will just get put together later. So I'm hoping to be able to do this in one video. Let's see if I can. I do need to turn the iron on though. And I'm hoping you guys can hear me nice, loud, and clear today, because I do have my new microphone on. I can't see comments because Scotty's watching his church service while reading the comments, so I don't know where he disappeared to, but he'll read me significant comments while you guys hang out in my brain. So all I have is a little bit bigger than a fat quarter worth. So this is my outside color mixed with these 2, but I do need the most of this. So I'm hoping to get at least the front bottom portion below the pocket worth of this. And inside of that, this is a 1/2 yard cut here. Yeah. I'm hoping to get 2 straps, which is 4-inch cuts, and then probably 2.5-inch strips to go above the zipper. But inside the zipper pocket, I'm going to put this, as well as inside the snap pocket area is also going to have this on the outside of the bag. I'm hoping that this works. So again, my brain goes 100 miles an hour when I do this, and that's why I can teach it fully in another video if it comes out correct. But like I said, some people have asked what goes on in my brain when I'm designing, so this is it. But I do need these fabrics pressed so I can get more of an accurate cut, because with bags, you need a little bit more accuracy, for sure. So I'm going to press all of these. How much do I have of this one? Oh, look at that. A fat quarter's worth. So one I have more than a fat quarter's worth, and one I have a fat quarter's worth. But that's okay, because this I'm not actually cutting as much of. This is just for the top part of the bag. It's going to be like a 3-piece bag, and I don't even know how to explain what I'm doing, because I never know how to explain what I'm doing. I just kind of do. All right, come on, iron. Oh, that thing's taking forever today. I hope everybody's doing well today. While my brain and talking is going wild. All right, so we're going to start with this bottom section. I'm going to press all of these, so I might as well just put them over there. I want it nice and flat. And due to the fact that it's probably not going to get that flat. Oh, good. Good. Good, because it's literally right below my face on the top of my shirt. So if I turn my head down, it's probably louder than when I hold my head up. So just beware. It can probably get louder at points. All right, so this is nice and flat. Again, I'm going to be cutting 2 bags worth. I want all this out of my cutting way. Okay. And this is going to go on the inside of it, so I need to press this as well. I'm just pressing this in half. I think this will be a cute, fun little sewing. It's going to be a crossbody bag that proves you're a quilter. That's kind of funny, actually. It's the I'm a quilter bag. I'm not going to cut the line or press the lining, but I am pressing everything else. Okay. I'm going to press that and move that to the side. And the fat quarter is going to get pressed as well.
wants to know what is the starch that you use when you starch.
I don't starch, it's just water. My spray bottle only has water in it. It just helps it stay down because my iron constantly steams. So I just need water in it. I don't starch. And if I do starch, I just use the fontless. See, I don't like the smell of it. I've bought the lavender one, but I think the lavender one is a little bit too strong. So I just buy the smellless one. All right, so what I'm going to do is cut. Where's my big 12.5-inch ruler? There it is. All right, I'm going to grab my bigger 12.5-inch ruler because I'm going to cut for the outside front part of the bag I don't want it to be, yeah, let's cut 11 by 10. Okay, so outside bag front 11 by 10. Okay, we're going to start with
Krista wants you to know that your wall hanging is covering the most boring cubicle wall in her office. It's so much prettier to look at than craft gray.
That's great. All right, 10 by 11. Because 11, oh, it's going to be 11 wide. And this is not directional fabric, so I guess it doesn't matter which way I cut it out as long as it's 10 by 11. All right, so let's grab a cutter. And I'm actually going to quilt these bags as well. So I'm going to cut that first. Then I'm going to line it up properly because I did take away the funkiness at the bottom of the fabric. Okay, so if that is 10 by 11, for now I'm just going to throw all my scrappies on the floor. We're going to cut out a second one for bag number 2. I doubt this is 10 by 11. Maybe if I turn it. I'm trying to get the most of the fabric possible. Oh my goodness, that is 10 inches. So we just need to go 11 high. And I'm going to cut it right here. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. This is going to work out great, guys. All right, so I'm going to have enough for the back side as well. Woohoo! So bag number 2, I'm going to put all the pieces over on the ironing board, I guess. I still have to get out some interfacing because I will need that as well. All right, so there's 2 10 by 11 pieces. I'm going to move them over, that one at least, because we're going to work with this one. And I want it to fold down under. So this is going to be like the outside. It's going to have the zipper hook up to this one. So the zipper is going to land right here, but I still want to quilt this area. So I'm going to actually attach the zipper first to this section with interfacing on it. And then the back side with it is going to get quilted on the, no, I don't need to quilt the inside of the pocket. I just need to quilt the zipper area. So I'll put interfacing, but either way, I still need the inner side right here needs to be taller. Hold on, I gotta think real quick. My brain is gonna have a brain spasm or something. Yeah. It's not the same exact size because it's gonna go up above the zipper area. And it's gonna get stitched down anyway. So it needs to be 12 by 11. No, 13, 14 by 11. It needs to be 14 by 11. So we're going to cut this direction, and I don't have even 14 inches on this, so we're going to cut out 11 inches of this. And this is folded in half. It's not quite half a yard. See, look, I'm giving you guys the measurements either way. All right, we're going to straighten this up and make a 11-inch cut. That's, what did I say? 12, 13. The bag itself is going to be 14-inch high, but it doesn't matter if the pocket goes all the way up or not. Hold on, I'm having a, this is my brain. I'm telling you guys, this is how the brain works. It needs to come down in. It's not going to go all the way because it's the outside of the bag. So it needs to be double. Let's see what this is. Hold on. Let's come 1, 2 inches up maybe. And all the way to the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, 18. I don't know. Let's do, cut the first cut. Where's my, up here. I'm going to figure this out. Trust me. I'm going to figure it out. Cut that off. Oops, I'm just throwing everything on the floor for now. I'm going to come over 11 inches. And I'm hoping that the two pieces that I pull from here will be long enough. So we're going to come over 11 inches like this and like that. Move this out of the way because I'm pretty sure this 2 pieces, if this is split in half, will be enough for inside the pocket. Here I am going from ruler to ruler. I'm telling you guys how it works when I'm designing stuff. My brain goes crazy. I try to write things down. And then sometimes I just remember, and you guys get kind of what I remember from me. All right, so if this is split, let's see. Oh, I should have cut it 10, not 11. I need 2 pieces. Oh yeah, I'll get all 4 from here. All right, I need 4 pieces from this because I cut it the right height. It's gonna get a seam anyway. So I need to come over to 10 and then to 20. So there's 2 pieces for that bag that are 10 by 11. All right, so I'm making sure I write it down. And then we're going to come over to 10 by 11 right here. Just like that. And then the bottom is going to get cut out anyway, so the pocket will be the right size. So this will go with the other part, just like that. And this is for the front part of the bag. So let's assemble this front piece, and then we'll start putting the top together. So let me get some interfacing. I don't need it for the inside pocket part, but I do need it for this, and I'm going to cut it 9 by 10, because it needs to be a little bit shorter so that I can have my seams. And I need 2 of them, so 1 for the other bag as well. So I'm just going to literally cut this in half because this is 20 inches. All right, so we're going to just cut this in half because it's pretty much 20 inches. Right here's 10, and there's 10 right there, right there. You guys can see my whole cutting area, right? So this is going to go on here, just like this, about a ½ an inch away from all 4 sides, and then this is going to go on the other one, which I will attach now on both of them, so that way it's attached. So I'm out of the camera for a second, but I know you can hear me well now, so let me just put this on this one. That way bag number 2 is pretty much set at the same exact time. I probably might as well just make both of them at the same time, honestly. Like from piece to piece. Okay, let's put this one on. Again, I can't see any comments because Scott has it, but you guys are just running through my brain, so. So you can see that the interfacing, when I put them on the bags like this, I have room for my seam allowance. But now, because this is going to get attached to said zipper, which I haven't even hooked the thing up, I have to put a zipper foot on too. I need some batting because I'm also going to be quilting it, but I want my batting to be the same size as my interfacing because I don't want it in my seam allowance because the bottom of this bag is going to get cornered out. This should be good. I have some cotton batting leftovers from quilting, and they seem to be about the right size. So we're going to cut over, how tall is it? 10. So we're going to cut over about 9 1/4, just so that it's like a little bit. These parts I can do separately. I don't have to write the batting sizes down. I'm going to put the pokey side down. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. I just try to take off any threads that get on the batting. All right, let's cut another one. Should be the perfect size for the other bag. Because I'm doing 2 pretty much at the same time almost. I'm going to straighten this bottom out though, because it's kind of wonky. Okay, so this is going to go with the other bag. All right, and that's just going to sit right there. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to quilt this section real quick. And I guess I'll do the other one because it's right here and it's ready. So both outsides of the bags are going to get quilted at the same time. So I have red thread in here because I figured the red thread would be more oomph. So I'm going to try to quilt from like corner to corner, and then I'm just going to guess my way. So I'm going to change my stitch length to about 10 stitches per inch. I'm just going to aim for the corner. That was a perfect aim. We're going to do both at the same time, so I might as well just chain piece the 2 of them through. And no, I'm not using a walking foot for this, so I'm going to turn it this way now and quilt from this corner to the other corner. Again, I'm going to run this one through now, and my batting is sticking quite well, so it ain't going anywhere. All right. Now I'm going to try to quilt like, I don't know.
Says you're always so good at choosing fabric. You're such a great quilter. I've learned so much from you.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to go about 1 inch away. We're going to use this ruler. I'm going to lay it right here, and watch how I do this. I'm literally using the inch mark on this ruler against the foot. So this is a quilting hack if you don't have quilting rulers. I have my regular foot on here. It does not work with a walking foot because this ruler will get stuck under the walking foot. But if you have a regular foot and you go a certain speed, you can literally use it as a quilting ruler. Just be careful. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one under. I'm going to line my little inch line mark up with where I want it. Right there. I'm literally going on the inch, not the 3/4 of an inch, which would be 1 exact inch apart, because I don't feel that it needs that much quilting. Okay, and I'm going to turn it around and go the opposite direction. So if you guys don't have quilting rulers, you can still do straight lines. Just make sure you don't let the ruler get stuck under the foot, which it can't because the presser foot is down. Okay, I think I'm just gonna work it one at a time now because of the way I'm doing this. We're gonna go this side. I'm gonna come to this side of it. Yes, I'll be live later too, as well.
She set her alarm to make sure she's up.
All right, so now I'm just going to keep on with this whole 1 inch away from the line thing until the whole entire piece is quilted. Should go quick because it's not very big. All right, come up here. I think this is going to be so cute. All right, that way is done. So see, even if you don't have all the tools that people use for quilting, you can still do this stuff. All right, now. I am designing what's in my brain. I am walking you guys through my design process, or the bag at least. With a quilt, I'll have to do another video of how it works with the quilts, but this is how it works with bags. But I have a client that asked me to custom design a bag, so I'm custom designing a bag. These are just my prototypes though. So she will get the colors that she chose, but the thing beforehand, I like to make it first because my brain doesn't, I don't want to mess up on the stuff that's specifically for that person, you know? I don't need the iron for a few minutes. Ouch, that was my toe. Anyway, there we go. All right, we're gonna go this way now. I'm just cross-hatching, by the way, on an angle. If you haven't noticed already. So you guys are gonna get me twice today. But I really, really, really wanted to get this done. So see, it's nice and quilted. Well, you can see the lines better from this side. But it's quilted in red, so it's super adorable. All right, let me finish this one up now. That way they're both done. I said I was only going to make one at a time, but it looks like I'm just going to make both at the time. Because I can. And if this goes right and my brain got a nice, you know, design in it, I may have a new bag that I will be selling when I finally make enough of them. I got to make enough of them. Oops, no, right there.
I have a question.
Yes.
She wants to know, you ever do quilt as you go? She needs a quilt done this week, and she needs a good pattern.
Well, you start out like this on Quilt As You Go. You make squares and you quilt them however you want, and with the batting that you want in them, and then you just attach them, and usually have your backing on it, you know, at the same time, with your batting about a 1/4 inch shy, because you're going to be adding, you're going to have a 1/4 inch shy all the way around, and then you're just going to add your sashing or whatever you're hooking your blocks together with. Some people actually directly put them next to each other, and then they tuck in that 1/4 inch, and then they top stitch. I've seen that before. I actually don't do quilt as you go. One of these days I can, but I have done it. I just never completed the project that I started making. It's actually in a box in the garage. Yeah. I never got around to finishing, which is kind of sad. We all have those things in quilting that we lose interest in, let me tell you. Or that we can't find the oomph to do. Like paper piecing for some people, they just can't do it. Because it requires putting the piece on the bottom side and where you can't see it, so they get confused and they just give up. And I don't, you know, have nothing against anybody that gives up something that's part of this. Like there's some people that can't make bags, you know, there's some people that can't make pot holders, or you get where I'm going. They just don't want to do that. They'd rather just, or some people that just want a piece only and they don't want to quilt, you know. Well, I'm that way with the quilt as you go. I've almost always had a machine on a frame, so I was able to long arm quilt. So it was like not an interest for me to quilt as you go, but I did try at the beginning. I tried. I guess that means something. Okay, one more line on this one. All right, so there's 2 bags getting put together at the same exact time here. All right, so I have not attached my zipper. And the reason for that is because I don't need to at this point, because this is being put together in sections. And this is the front of the bag, so I don't even need zipper tabs on the end of this. Or maybe I should. I probably should, huh? Let's add a zipper tab. Let's do it with this color, because it's my accent color. I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, maybe I should. Let's do right here. I'm just cutting 1.5 inches off of these, this scrap. Oh, I need 2 because I'm doing 2 bags. So, where's my other one? There it is. Let's do zipper tab. I'm writing it all down, and I cut them 1.5 by 3.5. Okay. Oh, don't lose my pencil. 2 pieces. Yes, I scribble down all my instructions. One more. Okay. The zipper is going to be as big as this. So let me put the zipper thingy-mabobber on 2 zippers. This is the part I do not like, because this is very hard to do. We're going to open the zipper. I'm going to slide this on. It's the last of my zipper by the yard. I need to get more of it. Come on there, properly. Let's go, let's go. All right, and then I hold it. Come on, get on there. Okay. We're going to put a zipper tab on this side first. And remember, I cover my zipper tabs differently than everybody else. I know there's so many people that just like lay it on top of there, but that it puts an exposed zipper on one side. I actually make a little 1/4-inch fold on each end and top stitch over it. Of course, I do need to iron it because I want it to be super flat, but for now I'm just going to use my fingers and then take it over to the iron when the iron is ready. Shouldn't take too long because it was just on. Can you guys see how crazy my brain is? I think some people do that fold down of the zipper thing where they fold it down at the end, you know. I don't need to do that because it's literally right in this section. So I'm just going to do my thing, I guess. However I do it, because I can cut it to size if I don't want it too much. Oh, look, the iron is pretty much almost in. Okay. One more right here. All right, I'm going to take this over to the iron and press these down nicely. They'll stay. I'm out of the camera for a second, but you can still hear me talk. Does anybody else's design process like get this crazy? Where you're like, you know, just going crazy like me? I literally go insane. And it stays in my head till I make it too. It's the weirdest thing. Like I get this darn idea in my head and it just stays, and stays nicely actually in my head. All right, so I'm going to attach this to here, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it about right here because I really don't need it to be too close. And then we'll do the other side. Okay. Oops, I forgot to put the zipper tab on the other zipper. Since I've decided to do two at the same exact time. All right, pull zipper apart. Slide in tab. Slide in tab. Lay it down. Hold it with my fingers. Come on, get on there. I'm telling you, this is why I'd rather have a regular zipper that's already like attached because this is annoying. You should have seen me when I first started learning with these zippers. Like, okay. So I'm gonna put that to there. We're gonna add the end on this one. I also gonna put the double stitch on this one because I forgot to do that. Move the zipper out of the way. We're gonna double stitch that. And then I'm gonna add I'm gonna see exactly where it's gonna land and then do that side too. So I'm literally just gonna stick this in the edge, stitch it on. I'm back stitching as well along it so that it never comes undone. All right, so here's one zipper and two zipper. Now I want it to land about right here. Let's see, hold on. I don't want too much of it sticking in there because I just want the most of it to end up in the seam allowance on the front. Let's use this one right there. Yeah, let's cut off just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit more. There we go. And we're gonna make this one exactly the same because they're both exactly the same. There we go. Wasted zipper by the yard. Actually, I'm gonna save it because it might be able to use it for some other little project. All right, so now I'm gonna add the other side of both of these. Just gonna stick it in just a little. And I'm using red thread on this whole thing. Because I can. Right there. All right. 2 zipper fronts, and they open. Woohoo! Some people put it on separately, like they'll just rip the zipper open completely, you know, and then put one side on and then the other side. But I'm just going to build it like this because I don't see nothing wrong with building it like this. So I'm going to go on the top right here because that's going to be the top, and the underside is going to come underneath it. So we're going to take this. We're going to put some clips on it. We're going to center it right here. Water would be great. And then I'm also going to take the inside of my bag piece, just one of them for now, and put it right sides together on here. All right, and I don't need to put my zipper foot for this zipper because this is an 1.5 inch zipper. Like, it's a little bit bigger than an inch. It's not fully 1.5 inches, but it's almost an 1.5 inches. So I definitely don't have to worry about running into the zipper. All right, that one's ready. I want the zipper to come from this side, from my right side of the bag. So I'm making sure that it lands there. So I'm always going to put my clips on first to like make sure that my zipper stays where I'm planning for it to go. And then, oh, this is bag number 2, so we need bag number 2's innards. And it's probably going to be shorter. I have a feeling that the bottom part's going to be shorter, but that's the whole part of designing this. It's learning as I go. Okay, this could be so much fun. Because I still have to make the rest of the top piece, which is going to hook to the other side of the zipper. So I'm going to go ahead and stitch down these now. And then I'll cut off any extras when I am completed with sewing this on. So I'm sewing on with a 1/4 inch seam because I can for the size of the zipper. So all I need to do is reach in, pull my zipper tab back the other direction, reline the darn thing back up. And stay. All right, so that one's on. Let's put this one on. Go right up to the zipper. find it. I don't want to run over these zipper tabs. Are really long and they're metal, so definitely don't want to run those over. Nope, I'm going to use it right now. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this back and press it at the iron and then press the front piece so that's one solid piece like this. Yeah, it does not. All right, so I'm going to just press these back real quick and then I'll be back into the camera. And then we're going to top stitch. I'm trying to watch out for my zipper. It is a nylon zipper, so we want to be careful with it when we're making stuff like this. All right, there's one. It just needs to be top stitched. And then I'm going to fold this one back all the way around because that's how I'm doing this. And then the top part's going to get added separately. Because it's a whole nother part of the bag. This is sticking to the batting quite well. Oh, I could have just pressed it without doing all this ironing part. This one has some stitches trying to poke through. All right, so now I'm going to top stitch about 1/8 of an inch away from the edge. Right along that edge, all the way down. All right, that one's top stitched. Right along that edge.
Everyone checking during halftime. Man, people watch you during halftime now. Thought of that.
That's
Sunday.
funny. There's football on Sunday, yes.
Yeah, they're watching you during halftime.
I'm sorry if that was super loud in the camera. I can't like turn this thing off just to sneeze. I didn't even think of it. Sorry. Okay. Thank you. All right, so this piece now is literally going to go.
Maybe we should do a Super Bowl halftime. Tiffany's Quilting special during Super Bowl halftime.
Yeah.
Nobody likes to watch halftime anymore.
I knew it was going to be shorter, so I'm like literally 2 inches too long. But if I hook these together, then I can adjust it where I want it to sit because this is inside the bag and I still have to make the outside thing. And I'm also going to be cutting away about, I don't know, 1.25 inches or so from the corners. Actually, I think probably just 1 inch. I don't think it needs to be very wide. That's what I'm going to do. I think what I'm going to do is watch. I'm going to hook these together and it's going to have a seam randomly in there, but I'll change it to a longer measurement because I'll change it to a longer measurement in my final bag. So I'm just going to sew a 1/4 inch seam right here and then I'm going to press it. And then I'm going to fold it. I'm going to press it up with the seam allowance open. So that it stays super flat because we want the whole thing, this piece, I need it to be up to sit at the top because I'm going to have 2 pieces and this will hook to the next one, which will be behind it. So that trust me, it'll work. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it'll work. I'm pretty good at this, although it could just be one solid piece, but I don't have enough fabric. But when I do like the actual bag for my client, then I will have enough fabric. I was trying to make 2 from the same, so that is why. All right, so that's going to get folded up, and I'll fold it up about there. So I'm just going to press this seam real quick. I should have thought about that. I knew it, but in my main design, I'll change it to one long piece that's like, I'll have to cut it down from the size that, like yardage is, selvage to selvage, but this I didn't have that big of a piece. I could have cut from that yardage that I have. So I'm gonna come right here. I'm gonna come up just so that that corner of the bag does not hit in there, and I'm actually gonna press that down. And then the rest of it is just gonna get added to it anyway. So you could see like that. And the back side looks like this for now, but I'll figure that out later. For now, you guys are just seeing what's in my brain. How high did I go up? I went up right there. So I'm pressing these just so that it stays down, and I'm pressing the seam open. Don't need to top stitch or anything. I stitched with a tight stitch length, so it shouldn't come apart in there. All right, so there's that. So now I'm going to make the front piece of these. I'm not going to cut this away just yet until I have my top pieces. So I'm going to take this fabric, because I'm doing this and the one that's on the ironing board. So I'm going to take, I first need to get my straps out of this, because this is my strap fabric as well. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this nice and straight. And again, I'm just throwing my scraps on the floor. I'll clean it all up later. All right, so I need 4-inch pieces to make 2 straps. That's 4, 1. Two, and 3. That literally does my straps for 2 bags, 3 strips. So I'm just going to set that aside because that's for straps. I'm going to take, how much do I have left? 5, about 6 inches. I'm going to do a 2.5 because that puts a quarter here and a quarter here. And you get 1 full strip of that. So I'm going to do a 2.5 inch. And then it's going to get 2 bags worth. So
Graham wants to know what you're working on today.
you guys are walking through what my brain does when I'm designing. Some people wanted to know. So I'm not really like paying attention, but I'm paying attention. I'm trying to do this.
What are you designing?
I'm designing bags. What did I, this is 11, right? Oops. No, it's 10. I knew it was 10. It's 11 this way. Okay. So 2.5 by 10. 2.5 by 10 front. 1 piece. Okay. Let's turn the ruler so that I have my 10-inch marking. Because this is going to be a 2-piece front. So I'm going to cut 2 of them that are this length, that are 10 inches. And then we're going to hook another piece to it for the top that'll go into the zipper compartment. So 2 pieces, and the other 2 can be for the back side because we still haven't cut the back of the bag. And now we need this guy. So 1 is going to go on here against the zipper. They are going to get interfaced. I'm just showing you that I'm building onto it. I'm just going to stick them in the chair because I need to cut some interfacing for them. And then this I'm going to cut 2.5-inch strips as well. I'm trying to see which way the words look the best.
The words every which way, though?
Yeah. Rotary cutter that way, quilt show, quilt show, quilt shop. I'm going to cut this way.
They're in all different directions. I don't think it matters.
Nope. I am going to cut this way. I'm just going to cut along the selvage. I'm going to cut 2.5-inch strip. Oops, that's not the 2.5-inch side. That's the 2.5-inch side. And they need to be 2.5 by 10. Oh no, it's going to get a top zipper part, so maybe it should be 3.5. That's what we'll do, because of the zipper at the top and the fold and everything. Wait, that's 3.5 there. 3.5. Yeah, we're going to do 3.5. 3.5 by 10. Front piece. Okay. And this should be not the right size, probably.
The right size.
Oh my goodness, that's exactly 20 inches. Do you see that? Woo-wee.
Tell you all the time, you're talented.
I didn't even take that into account that I was cutting along the fat quarter a certain way. Oh, that's crazy. Right there. All right. So here is going to go with this piece, like that.
What are you designing?
A bag. I'm designing a bag, but I'm making two at the same time because it's like I need interfacing for this. But this part's going to go on here first, and then it's going to seal off. So what I need to do, I'm thinking, hold on guys. I'm going to top stitch to seal that off because that won't be behind the bag at all. So I'm literally going to sew these together first, put some interfacing. No, let's put interfacing then. Oh yeah. Oh, my brain, it hurts. Let's just sew them together. I'm going to sew these together at 1/4-inch seam allowance. Because either way, I can still stitch across the top. Because I don't really need you to go up and under the zipper all the way, you know. That would be kind of weird. Actually, the zipper probably hook under here as I go. That's actually smart, Tiffany. Smart idea. Smart idea.
Use a smart cookie.
All right.
I say that all the time. Use a smart cookie.
I'm going to press it, and then it's 5.5 inches, so I'm going to cut some interfacing for it. It's going to work, guys. It's going to work. I'm wondering if this should be quilted too, or just that bottom section. I don't really want to quilt anymore of this, besides the back of the bag when I get to it. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hook this to it as the top hooks to it. That's going to be perfect. And then that'll just, it'll get sewn into the corner. Smarty. All right, so now I need some interfacing. That's, what did I say again? 4 3/4 by 9. 4 3/4 by 9. 4 3/4. I'm running out of this stuff. Gonna have to buy some more.
You got it at Walmart, right?
Yep. By 9.
Or is that the order online?
And by 9. And I save all my cutoffs of this stuff because I still have a
Heather says write it down before
slip pocket. Blip, blip.
Thank you, Heather.
4.5. Up 4 3/4. 4 3/4. 4 by 9 interfacing.
Your fans know you so well.
Yep, front. What did I do? The interfacing on the front? I did 10 by 9 interfacing. And then I'm doing I just cut a 14-inch zipper because I wasn't sure what I was going to do. So I'm writing that down. All right, let's attach this. Like I do with every single one, I'm just showing you guys, even during the design process, it's shorter so that there's seam allowances. And I definitely feel a sneeze coming again. What is it about? What is it about making bags that makes me sneeze? Happens every time. Every time I make a bag.
Oh, Katrina wants to let you know that Sherry's coming home on Tuesday.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Is she going to be in a wheelchair or anything? Or is she walking or using a walker? Or is her MS episode completely done? I'm wondering if this piece should have batting behind it. I mean, the bottom of the bag does. I don't think that matters, honestly. All right, guys, this is going to get attached to this now, and I will have a very long bag. That's really long. I should have went down. That's like the super longest bag ever. Hold on. I got to think about this. I could trim off this and pull that. Let's see how long this looks real quick. See, this is where the designing, I mess up, and then, see, I could put this here like that with lining underneath it. I know, but that's still going to make it super long. Look at how long this is. That would make it, even with the zipper coming on the top and the bottom boxed, it's still going to be 15 inches tall. That is really tall. Unless the bottom of it runs into a piece. If the back of the bag was like, the bottom of the bag came up and the back of the bag built off of this and that was quilted too, but that would have to be quilted together. That's really kind of long. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's too long. It's way too long. What if I trim this down and then use the rest of this on the back? Because there's enough. I still like that idea. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to trim this down. I know it seems like I'm wasting fabric. How big is it if it's right here only? Hold on, I'm doing some seeing. That's still really tall. There's going to be a zipper up here as well. Zipper down here. Let's see how big that would be. Hold on, I'm just looking real quick, guys. That would still be, even with a box corner, so we're going to take away an inch of that. Still like 15 inches. Almost 15. It's like 14 3/4. I'm just going to go with it. I'm just going to go with it. We're going to see what happens. It'd just be a very long bag. So I'm going to...
Says if you box the corners at 1.5, the bottom will be 3 inches shorter, right?
Yes. It'll sit flush. So what I'm going to do...
It says take it off the bottom of your bag.
Yeah, I probably will. All right, I'm going to move the zipper out of the way. I'm going to connect this. I'm not putting batting behind this area.
Eric asked, can you turn the bottom and use it for a handle? Trim the bottom.
Oh, and add it to the handle part?
Yeah.
I could, but I'm not going to. We'll just see what happens. I mean, I am just designing, and I do waste a lot when I'm designing. Like, I really do. All right, so I folded the zipper pocket area up to this, and then I'm going to stitch these on. We're going to see what happens here. Like I said, this video is just you guys walking through my brain. Like, what is it like in here? It literally spins.
Katrina wants you to know that MS exasperation isn't gone. She got her vision 75% back. That's amazing.
Awesome.
She doesn't know if she'll need a wheelchair or not. She said she's partially.
I'm ringing. Hold on, guys. 2 seconds. Let me make sure it's not important. No, it's not important. Scam. All right. Again, I have the pocket up.
Heather says there will be a person out there for this bag. Different bags suit different people.
Yes, exactly.
And yes, this bag will be for sale once it is done.
Yep, it's just going to go in my, I made it, maybe never make it again, or change the size. Either way, I sell all my bags. Well, except for my personal bags. There are some that I have made just for myself. Although my girls seem to take some of my bags too. And they get lots of compliments. It's surprising. Alexa just took the Alexa bag that I designed for her, like named it for her, you know, because she likes crossbody bags. And she, oh my God, Mom, that was so. I was like 2 years. And she's like, oh, okay. All right. I'm going to sew that on now. I'm just going to watch for my zipper.
Teresa says right now your brain is confusing my brain.
Yeah, my brain is confusing my own brain. All right, there's one. And here is number 2. Gonna make you notice. Oh, sorry if I sang. I have the radio on. You guys can't hear it. I can actually have radio. It's amazing.
Angel says the bag could be the back of a chair or a wheelchair.
It could, yes. All right, so I'm going to fold this part back. There is no need for anything other than the top stitch because the inside now of that front zipper pocket is sealed. So all I have to do is top stitch across here. And actually, I don't even need to press it because it's... What?
Eric says his Alexa device just said I didn't take
Oh.
anything because you said Alexa
Yep.
was here the other day.
Yep. Yep.
That's funny, Eric.
Yep, that's why I try not to say my daughter's name. I just say Lex because that's her little nickname for people who have the Alexa. I'm definitely going to have to rethink my design here because this is so long. Kind of is weird long. I don't think I've ever made a bag this long.
Hilda says just go with the flow and keep it long.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna redesign. I think I'm gonna have this shorter for my client's bag because she doesn't want something this long. Definitely does not want something that long. All right, now to make the back side, the inside. Now I can cut these away because this is the whole front. All right, so there's that. Be nice if the zipper was open to do this. Make a scene. Nobody else here. No one like me. I'm special. So special. Don't mind me, guys. It's horrible. Give it to me. Can't get copyright violations if I'm the one singing, right? All right. So I have 2 zipper front tote parts that aren't even sealed yet, but we can actually sew down those now, like a 1/8 of an inch top stitch, but I'm not worried about that because I need to make the outside of the back of the bag. And this, for a fact, I know I do not have enough fabric. So it's also going to get pieced. All right, we're going to line this up on a line right here. And it needs to be 10 inches wide, because that's how wide it was again, right? 10 inches. 16 to 26. Right there. And then again, I'm going to do the same with this one. 16 to 26. Oh my goodness. Literally just enough. And then I'm also going to cut them down. That could go with my string bin. Stack them on top of each other because they're my width, but now I need to find a good length for them to be. It probably should just be the exact same minus all of this, because I was going to put a snap slip pocket on the back. So technically I only need to go that height and then just add all this to it, right? Yeah, I think so. Just going that same height, and then this will have a snap zipper pocket, which I'll just use the gray on the inside of because I'm already out of options here. So I'm going to cut it by 11 then. Go with the flow. Cut it at 11 inches, just 21 right here. Look at that, I'm doing math. Is it a miracle? Okay, and that's my scrap. And then I'm going to build this piece onto it. So this is also 10 inches. Aw, thank you. Your alert message got me up and into my sewing room. I need the motivation. Aw, well, thank you.
Thank you, Wanda. We appreciate that.
That's
very kind of you.
That's my brain is helping others, I guess, today. I don't know how much motivation this really is, though, when I'm like confusing the heck out of myself. All right, that's for the second one. But I'm also creating a little suck-in snap pocket with that, but I still need to cut these pieces. So that goes to this one. We're going to do the same pocket procedure, except for the snap is being added in it. And since that top piece was, I'm going to take and add another, hold on, I got to think about this for 2 seconds. That's exactly 20. Yes, it is. If the other one was, I have a zipper in the way, which takes an inch away from it, plus the seam allowances. So this needs to be 4. That was 3.5. Did I cut it at 3.5? I cut it at 3.5. So I need to cut it at 4.5. 4 3/4 with seam allowance. Okay. So I'm going to cut a 4 3/4 inch. I'm not even going to write this down anymore because I'm going to change my whole brain thought again. Yeah, it's going there. I know, I'm so weird. All right, and here's 20 inches. Splitting it in half. Come to this side. It literally was exactly 20 inches.
There's me sneezing now, too.
Yeah, I don't know what it is today about the sneezing. All right.
This says you so deserve it. There's so much free content that I enjoy.
10, 10, 10.
Thank you, Wanda.
All right. So here's, this back is going to get hooked to this, creating a pocket. Then these two are going to get sewn together. So let's sew that right sides together, and let's sew this right sides together. Oh, I was going to say that's short. That's not. That's because that's on there. And then we'll cut that yardage in a second. Sew these real quick because this is the top of the bag, and the snap is going to come off of this for that snap pocket. Huh?
Are you making a project bag?
I don't even know what it's for now because it's just me creating a disaster. I got to change everything up again. So I'll probably be at this whole thing another day. Or maybe I will just look up a pattern because I have bag patterns. I don't think I have any that are like this though. I might have to look up one online. I'm not very good with following other people's patterns though. Okay. This right here is now going to go on the outer sides of this, and I still need to interface and quilt that bottom section. And I need to open this yardage up and cut away. Oh, that's not very straight.
Trina wants you to know that Sherry said that she's been trying to get her to quilt for decades, and then all of a sudden she watches one of your videos. She's sewing binding.
Oh, that's funny.
Sherry said she wants some of your magic dust.
That's funny. All right, I'm gonna line this up on here. I probably didn't press it very good, but oh well, I'm just gonna go with it. Slide that over. I'm gonna go with the full, since this is like gonna be a snap pocket, I'm gonna go with the full selvage to selvage. So 24 is 10. I'm gonna go 10 inches. And I'm gonna cut 2 of these off. What? And then open this up again. I'm cutting another one. Now I'm just like really screwing around because I'm like, I've lost myself already. But you guys could still, this is what's going on in my brain still, no matter what I do. We're gonna cut the selvage off. And then cut the selvage off. This is gonna be weird because this, hold on, let's go do this first because or else I'll get lost. We're gonna put interfacing and it's gonna be 9 by, oh, I gotta think about that one again. 9 by 11. I mean 9 by 10. Stay. Here it comes again. Oh my God. Something's wrong in my room today, guys. It's making us sneeze like crazy. 19, right? No, it's not even, it's not stuffy. It's, I don't know what it is. It's that burning sensation that you got to sneeze. I don't know why. Lined up at the 10. Let's cut it at the 20. Where did, oh, way over there. Okay. Wow, you guys are going to have me all day today. Not really. I'll probably give up in a little bit. All right, we're going to put these on here real quick.
An hour and 20 some minutes. You went on at what, 150? Yeah, that is an hour and a half.
I went on at 11.
Okay, that's an hour.
Okay. There's one, and we need to cut some batting for it. It's going to be the weirdest bag I have ever made.
You can just be the
Bags.
halftime show for all the football games today.
Yeah. Because I come on again at 5.
Yeah.
All right, let's cut some batting. I just need 2 pieces off of this because it's about the right width, just not the right length. Right? Yeah.
Mary says a certain fabric to do that to her also. Can't figure out whether it's something in the fabric or in the process.
I don't know what it is. It could be the fact that I'm using cotton batting today too.
That could be, yeah, we're used to polyester.
I'm used to polyester, which doesn't give off any kind of dust. Definitely doesn't go that way. I need to cut off. How much do I need to cut off here? About that much. That way it's not completely in the seam allowance. Let me cut this one off just a little bit too. All right.
Wanda said the same thing. She has trouble with some fabrics and interfacing too.
Well, I haven't cut much of the interfacing, and I never sneeze with it, but I don't really use cotton much except for on the long arm. So,
That's probably the batting that's doing it.
all right.
Doing it to me too.
I'm going to quilt these the same way that I quilted the other ones. Let's try to do this quickly. All right, so I'm going to go from corner to corner. I changed my stitch length back to 10 stitches per inch, which is about the 3. I'm just going to do my first guess of corner to corner. I'll do the same with this one. I'm just kind of guessing. Okay, opposite corner now. Opposite corner. And now I stitched out using my 1-inch line over and over again. So here we go.
Kim says she's gonna do a lot of with flannel.
Really? Yeah, I really feel like that burning sensation that I need to sneeze, and then it goes away, and then it comes back. It's not all cottons either, because there's some that I've never had this issue with. So both of these should be quilted the same, so when I put the bag together, they should kind of line up. Or at least mostly line up. I get so excited when they do line up though. This is pre-washed fabric, actually. This came from Becca, and Becca pre-washes everything. It's got to be the batting. It's from my scrap bin, too, so who knows how old it is. It's been a while since I've actually purchased cotton batting, so... One more direction this way. It's the only thing that I'm using that I don't normally use. I've used the thread, I've used all sorts of fabric, and I don't usually use batting. So it's the only thing that's new today that's not normally being used. And one more on this one. You guys see how fast I do that? I'm like super quick is super quick. I'm super quilty quick. You know that song? Yeah. Super freak. Yes. Trying to make fun of it. Make my own version. Could be what? Whatever it turns out to be, it'll be cute because it's got sewing fabric. No. On my long arm when it was in the garage, I did, yes. But regular sewing, no. And I don't unplug things either. Not even my long arm. It's off. The long arm is off. So, and it runs to a direct thing, not a power thing, and it has its own surge protector inside of it. So there's no purpose in turning it off. This machine, again, it's off all day. I don't keep my machines on, so it wouldn't fry anything if the device is actually off. When our air conditioner got fried from a line hit by lightning, what was that, 2 years ago when we had the surge? Was that 2 years ago?
I don't remember what you're talking about.
The air conditioner surge that ruined it.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
It was like 2 years ago. Well, we had that, and our air conditioner was on when the power surged, so obviously our air conditioner stopped working. But if the device or air conditioner or sewing machine is off, like TV or something, then it shouldn't have a problem. Yes, iron, I know.
Are you done with it, or?
Just touch the handle. What? Almost done quilting these sections. Thank you. It's worth it for $40. And I had so much trouble trying to get it going in the first place, but turns out I just have to have the case off my phone and then it works. It's kind of funny. All right. So this is getting a snap pocket. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to literally leave this long for now on each of these. I'm going to put these right sides together and sew it together and then flip it back and top stitch and then reopen it up to put my magnetic snap because this is going to get a magnetic snap. So I'm literally leaving the length on here. I know that's kind of weird, but I'm doing it anyway. Let's do the other one, because all the scraps that end up in my scrap bin anyway. So right sides together, and then let's put the other side instead, because that other side has got smaller amount.
Wanda says your new mic is working great.
It's good, 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 good. Okay, so I'm gonna go press this back and then fold it over and top stitch, and then I'm gonna be connecting a magnetic snap, and then I'm gonna fold it up to the next section that it's gonna hook to. I'm off the camera, but you guys can still hear me out of screen. Just making sure that this is folding exactly even, because I'm going to be folding this up to the next section and then sewing it on. So I'm leaving it long like this, but I'm going to top stitch along here, add a magnetic snap, and then however long that whole top piece ends up, this is going to go up to it to be on the inside, so the magnetic snap will go however far in. So let me get this other one on here. But I'm going to add the snap before I do anything, because that way I know where it's going to land on the second spot. But the rest of this can be all scrap if need to be, or into another pile. But I'm going to top stitch this first. Change my stitch length again. Grab this one now and top stitch it. I know this looks so funny, but okay. So before I do anything, we're going to find the center. I'm going to mark it on this, and I'm going to attach a snap only to this. I'm not attaching it to this front piece, because then it would stick out on the front. So I'm going to put one end of it. This is the back of the bag, so it's going to have a slip pocket. Center is 5. Just going to put a pencil mark, and I'm going to put my snap about 1/2 inch down from the top. Really right there at 5. I'm literally using a pencil because that's getting cut into anyway and hidden. We're going to put a little circle here on this one also, 1/2 inch down. 1/2 inch down. Right here. Because I don't have my, oh, there it is right there. My friction pin. So I'm going to open this up now. I'm going to find my magnetic snap stuff. One for this, one for that, one for this. All right, I'm going to put the male end on this one. So I'm going to put this over the hole. I'm going to mark it. Okay, I don't know why my, oh, there it is. My friction pin wasn't working for a second. Find a seam ripper, make the hole. There's no interfacing behind this, so I will be putting it though. I'm going to poke this through, flip it over, put the back on.
She just says she unplugged chairs because she was told by the quilt shop that if it's, even if it's in a surge protector and turned off, it's still running.
People leave their computers on, and a computer is way more, I would think, what's the word for it? I think a computer would be more, whatever. You know what I'm saying. All right, one for each bag. So I'm going to take this little cut off and I'm going to put it over this, and that should be good. I'm going to iron it on, and then I'll do the other one in 2 seconds. Let me get this one on first. So I'm going to now fold it over. It is now on there, my nice magnetic snap, and it's covered. Nothing's going to happen to it. Let's mark this one now. Oh, right here, next to me. Duh. So I'm going to mark it. I'm going to cut it. Only this, though. Just like this. And this needs a male. Back on. Super flat. Iron this onto it. This one's done. My big long end. It's kind of funny, actually. But I got to know where I'm hooking it to, so. Okay. There we go. That one's on there.
Put it under your sewing machine too?
Oh.
Katrina says they have one.
Ah.
Interesting.
All right.
Krista says, I wish I was as fast as you, Tiff. I could get so much done.
We're going to take these 2 pieces and put some interfacing on them. I'm just going to guess 6 inches by 9 inches. Oops. Move out of the way, chair. Move out of the way, backings. We're going to cut, what did I just say, 6 inch? Yeah.
Gisela wants to know what you're making.
I'm making bags. 2 of them. My brain has gone mad and now it's not really coming out the way I had hoped, but that's okay. I'm just going to continue and just take that same idea and turn it into something else. Where am I at? 14, so 24. Okay, so I'm going to hook these to this now because I do need interfacing on it. Okay, that was weird. Why is it so long? Right here. All right. Let me hook these on here. Right there. And let's put this one on here.
Gisela wants to know if she can call you.
What, you mean on the phone?
Yeah.
Not right now, because I'm on here.
Does she have your number?
No, she does not. Not very many people have my number.
Okay, so then how do you talk to people?
I talk to people on Messenger.
Okay, well there you go. Tell her that.
You can message me on Messenger. Most people I video chat with. Okay, I'm gonna stitch on here with a top stitch, just because for aesthetic purposes. I'm also gonna do it on this one for aesthetic purposes. All right, and then this, where was I? All right, now we're gonna know where this is gonna come up to. So this I want to land my magnetic snap. I think I'm gonna do these opposite than the top. No, because it will look better if it's the same. It's not gonna be the same. We're gonna do it opposite, only because of where I am and what I'm doing. My snap is gonna land here. So it has to be as tall as this side. And it doesn't matter what I'm doing now because it's a disaster anyway. I want that to land about right there. So we're gonna, it's not gonna land where I want it. I'm guessing here, guys. That's the same size, that's the same size, and the snap will hook to wherever it lands. How about that? So I need to cut it right. I'm gonna put a little mark where I need to cut. And I'm gonna measure the other one exactly the same and cut it exactly the same spot. And then I'm gonna hook it to this. So it should be the same size. I'm literally gonna lay them on top of each other. Because I don't know what I'm doing here. Quarter-inch line, 3/4-inch line. Right there, look at that. All right, guys. I don't know why I just bundled that up like that. I still have to do the inside lining, which this is already gonna be. All right, so I'm gonna hook these now to this. So this is gonna come up like this. So this is gonna come down like this. I'm gonna sew right here. Do the same with the other one. I'm gonna press it back and top stitch. So I'm just gonna press it towards the top one. And before I do anything, I do need to add where the snap is gonna land. All right, so that one's done. Yeah, that works. And this is gonna be the same thing here. They're opposite of each other. I don't really care because I'm in that mode now where I already messed up, so I'm just like going with the flow.
Linda missed the beginning. What are you making? Another type of bag?
Yep, except it's not working out.
You guys are my favorite on YouTube. Thank you, Giselle.
Okay. This is gonna stay down, and then this is gonna come up to be the same size, but I'm gonna attach my thingy somewhere so that it lands for my slip pocket, but let's check the outside of the bag first on the front. Make sure we're going the same height, right? There. So we're going to put my magnetic snap over this. I'm gonna find where that hole is. I'm gonna mark it, right? That's where it's gonna land, right there. So it's like a 1/4 inch down and center. It's 1/8 of an inch down, actually, but it's gonna go right over the two pieces. And that's center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So I'm going to mark this one the same way. I don't even have to do anything. I'm just going to mark it 1/8 of an inch down and center, because I know it's going to land in the same spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, there. And now I'm going to add my magnetic snaps. Just need one for that, and just need one for that. I don't know why I had so many pieces out. Guess I was just throwing them around. Okay, let's grab this, mark it, and put it on. And then I'm going to put interfacing behind it as well, same as I did with the last one. Okay, one is on. I think I've confused myself, you know. Like super. It's okay. This is what happens when I end up making like 5 different random things when I do bags and wallets, and like the first couple times it always comes out wonky or just different, you know. And it's not my fault. It's not like I'm not paying attention. I am paying attention, but I can't just write out instructions. My brain don't see it that way. Probably because it has to do with math or anything, you know, and it's just annoying. All right, I'm gonna add these on to this now. Yeah, it doesn't want to stay on. It's still gonna be a cute bag no matter what. All right, there's one with its thing on there. And number 2. I just put the interfacing over the magnet snap. Never actually had a problem with doing it that way. Done it in almost every bag that I've ever added a snap to. Okay, so let's move that out of the way so you guys can see. This should now roll up, land on here, and be the exact size that I need it to be for the outside of the bag. So this should match. Oh, thank you, Gisela. That's wonderful. All right, so yeah, look at that. Exactly the same size. They're opposites. I don't care. We're going to add the top zipper. We're going to cut some lining this size.
Thank you, just we appreciate that.
And now I'm going to put a pocket inside the lining. So here is one outer bag, one inner bag. Those are done. So now we just need.
And thank you, T. You reminded everybody about your Facebook group.
Oh yes, thank you, thank you. All right, let's take the rest of this. Here's going to be 1 bag's worth for lining. I stuffed a pocket in my lining. I was going to put a zipper pocket inside the bag. Press this real quick and we'll have to cut another piece off the yardage. All right, there's 1 piece and we're going to cut another. Is this 10? Yeah, that's 10. We're going to cut another 10 by full length. Ow, that hurt. Sometimes that thing is so sharp. I need this. I need 10. I don't like that got off ever so slightly. Stay. 14, 24 is 10. Okay, that's the leftover of that, which is going to go, my inside zip pocket can have that, I guess.
She said you guys give me so much.
I'm throwing it on the floor. All right.
Okay. We'll clean it up later.
I'm going to use this as my measurement for my weird bag. I'm just going to measure where it lands. I'm going to put it on a number that makes my brain not say math sucks. I need it to be 26.5. So these two pieces to 26, not 26.5 inch, but the two pieces are coming to that. Because I'm still going to be cutting off the corners too to square the bottom of the bag off. All right, this one's going to get the same exact cut. It's not even straight. 10 to 26.5. Okay, and this could be one of the pockets, and that can be another. Okay, that's going to go with that bag. Now I'm just going to work with one bag only to finish this off. Inside of that pocket should just be this, because I want to use more of it. We're going to cut 10 inches off of this for 2 pockets. And I still got to make the straps, but I can do that another time. This isn't going to be a very deep pocket in there. Come on, right? I don't like using that because it sticks to the fabric sometimes.
Gisela says would love a sampler with traditional blocks if you feel up to it.
A sampler, oh, like a sampler quilt, you mean?
I guess.
I don't want 5 inches deep. Let's make it 2
It'll be a
color.
future project with Gisela. She has a lot of projects going on.
Yep. Too much going on right now. 6, 26, 16, right there. I'm just going to go this big. This is going to be my inner pockets. It's going to be that deep. It's going to be 2 pieces. It's probably going to be the way I turn the bag too, I think. Okay, that's my scraps. All that's my scraps. All right, that's going to go with that bag. That's going to go with that bag. This is the top zipper for that bag. I'm not going to finish the other bag right now. That's going to go for that bag. That's going to go for this bag. I need this inside zipper. I need these inside pieces. And that's it. That's the top zipper. All right, let's make an inside pocket. I'm going to come down. Huh? Okay. What I'm going to do, that was scrap, I think. So I'm going to measure down from the inside of the top of the bag. It doesn't have to be too far into the top, but I would like to be able to, you know, whoever has this bag to reach it. So I think I'm going to go 3.5 inches, and then I'm going to mark 3.5, 3.5. Yeah, that's good. I'm going to mark the center out to the 2 and to the 8. That's going to be my zipper. So I'm going to come down 1/2 inch from that marking to the 8, just like this, 1/2 inch down. I'm only sewing the one zipper. All right, we're going to, oh, why did I draw it directly on that? I don't know. I have to draw it on this. I'm a dummy. I just had a dummy moment. It's a good thing that erases with heat. I want my zipper down like this far. I'm just going to do it this way. I come down 2 inches for the top part of it. Can you believe I just did that? And then I'm going to come down 1 inch and then mark it 1/2 inch, which makes 3.5. So let's go line this back up again. The 8 to the 2. And then 8 to the 2, 1/2 inch away. All right, I'm going to sew around that real quick. And then we're going to add a zipper and then add the opposite side of that pocket. I'm just going to bring it over here. It should stay pretty good because it's fabric and it stays together nicely. Change my stitch length. And all right. I know this is kind of weird that it's down like that, but you'll see. I'm literally going to cut away 1/4 inch away, but not the whole thing, just most of it. And then I'm going to clip my corners. I guess I'll use these scissors because they're right here. Using my Tula pink little, I think they're embroidery snips, I'm not sure. Just making a little snip at the corner so that I have a V from corner to corner. We're going to push this through. And I'm going to make it nice and flat at the ironing board. My brain is aching because I messed up and I'm like, oh, I wished it would have worked better. Because I now know that I have to keep trying till it, you know, suits the needs that I'm supposed to be making. Again, or I can just look for a pattern online, I guess, if it doesn't work out. Hot, hot, hot iron. Okay. So there's the inside of my pocket. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to fold this bottom up 1/4 inch because I'm going to probably turn the bag through the pocket. And I'm actually going to be cutting away some of this pocket as well because it's not going to really go from edge to edge. And then I'm going to grab this piece right here, and I'm also going to turn a bottom of that up 1/4 inch. That means wrong sides together, 1/4 inch. And then we're going to hook this on there. Let's put the zipper on. I'm gonna put the end of this zipper together so it doesn't come open on me. It tends to do that because this is one of those hidden zippers. And then, I don't know where that, oh, there it is. Zipper tape. The double-sided glue tape. All right, and I want it to be, if it's gonna be in the back of the bag, I want the zipper to be on this side. Are you kidding me? Just gonna put it right here at the top, right along the edge. Not all the way though, just about right there. Since I have these scissors right here, I'm just gonna use those. I put it on the bottom also, so that way it sticks to what it's sticking to inside of this pocket. I'm gonna leave that out for the next bag. Close the drawer. Make sure that it's down, and then peel. Doesn't peel away very good. There we go. There's one. And two. And then I'm going to put this under here, making sure that my zipper tab is not stuck to the glue at all. Line it up. Oops, wrong way, wrong way. Gotta turn it. It's going in the back of the bag, so it needs to be facing this direction. Goes there. And this goes there. And now I'm going to stitch it on by stitching all the way around the whole entire thing, but I always double stitch because I like to hold the zipper down. So everything is up and out of the way. I'm going to open the zipper a little. I'm going to come about right here. And I'm just going to stitch 1/8 of an inch all the way around. It's an invisible zipper and it's barely an inch, so they don't like sit perfectly. Turn, go down. Right there. I went too far, but that's okay. Because I'm going to go around it again anyway. All right, now I'm going to stitch 1/8 of an inch away from that because that helps hold the rest of the zipper down. I like the double stitch look. I don't know why I like it. I just like it. Are you kidding me, Tiffany? Don't do that. Oh, that's funny. I pressed the pedal while the foot was up. All right. So I have a boo-boo stitch right here. Nothing that I can't snip away. There we go. Now to cut away excess zipper, and you can see that the zipper is now 100% stitched down. I don't like it when it's like has a lip when you stick your hand in the pocket. Never like that. So there. I'm going to cut the excess zipper away now on both sides. bring these back up for now. And there we go. So now I have a zipper. But now what I need to do is hook this piece to this piece. I'm going to put my folded side at the bottom because that's going to help. And I'm actually not sewing to the edge. I'm going to sew and leave about an inch on both sides. So I'm literally going to sew a really big seam right now. So I'm going to sew across the top and down the two sides, but I'm not going to sew across the bottom. Oh, that's good. It's pretty much the same as this machine. All right, so again, I'm just going to sew about an inch seam allowance because I'm cutting most of that off. It doesn't need to be this wide right there. And it's just going down the sides only. I hate when that happens. All right, let's do this one. Make sure that my seams are folded under. It got flipped. I'm going to cut that excess away. Just leaving a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Cut the other side away. Throw that on the floor. And now I have, when you open the pocket, you see the words, you know, rotary cutter, stitching, embroidery, sew, fabric. So, and the pocket is not sealed. So the one side has that, but when you open the pocket, you see this side. But it's not sealed at the bottom. The seam is folded under, but we're going to leave the zipper open because I'm actually going to turn the bag to close and seal the bag through the pocket and then seal the pocket and be done. All right. So here's one side. Here's the other side. I'm not even going to put a slip pocket on it. We're going to start hooking this bag together now. I'm not, oh, I need a zipper tab. I mean, not a zipper tab, a hanging thing.
What's a hanging thing? Is that something I need to go get you? What are you talking about?
No, for the D-rings. I need the D-ring hooks. I'm going to take this piece of fabric right here. Because why not?
Where is that? Is that something I'm supposed to do?
No. It's for the D-rings.
Yeah, what do you want me to get?
You don't need to get anything.
What do you want?
I need to cut 4 inches by whatever this is. Because I'm just making it up as I go. We're going to turn this way and see how big it is. By 5 inches. Look at that. And that's going to go with one bag, and this one's going to go with the other.
Started it over from the beginning.
I don't know.
I don't know what this thing's doing.
It's being a stupid tablet is what it's doing. So we're going to go 4 inches.
It just started it from the beginning, just now.
By 5 inches, and we're going to make the end tabs for the D-rings for the bag to even hang from. I'm not making the straps right now because I'm just trying to get the bag itself put together. The straps can be put together anytime. All right, I need a little piece of interfacing. I have tons of cuts, so I need to just cut off 2 inches. Oops, right here. 2 of these. 1, 2 for now. All right, so I'm going to fold these in half, and then in half, and then half and half to put my D-rings together. I'm just going to sit down. Staying seated this time. See how well I like it with the iron steaming in my face. These are going to go towards the like outside of the bag, I'm going to hook them to the bag first. I am putting them together. That's the 5-inch length, yes. Yeah. Just leave the tablet. Just leave it. Okay. Yep. I'm almost done. Enjoy yourself.
Food is food.
And one more fold. Okay. Now I need to put this piece in here, but not all the way. I'm going to just going to cut it down a little because I'm probably going to have to cut the whole thing down. I'm just going to throw it in here this way because that way it at least ends up in the center where I'm putting the D-ring. So I'm going to iron it down, fold it in half. Because it needs to finish at 1 inch for the D-ring to go on it. I could probably, I should have done the whole thing. That's fine. As long as it lands where I need it to, I'll have some wasted fabric. I always do. Because I'm designing. All right, so I'm going to stitch these closed. I probably could have just cut them in half, honestly. Out of bobbin now. Are you guys enjoying the work of brain? My brain and being all over the place. I'm just gonna do both of these. I should have cut them in half, but I didn't. I'm gonna see how long I really need them to be. Okay, here's the top of the bag. They need to stick out. I just realized that the top of this bag really could use some batting behind it. It feels kind of thin. I'm literally going to put some batting behind the top pieces because I need to. I feel the urge to have batting behind it. About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inches and 5 inches. 1 6-inch and 1 5-inch. And I'm going to quickly quilt it on because 5-inch and 6-inch. It just feels so thin behind there, and I at least want it to be, I want it to be sturdy, you know? I definitely need to cut off a little bit on the sides though, because that's in my seam allowance. Big one goes on this one. Just like this. I'm leaving a seam allowance at the top, you know, so that I can put the zipper on. Flip it over, and I'm going to start stitching it. I guess right there. Just doing some straight lines.
Instagram loves how you create as you go. So this is like an happiness in your videos. I really like that. Half 10-inch squares. You had on top.
Oh, yeah. Almost done here, guys. And we'll put one more up here. And that last one will get sewn into the zipper, so it'll get a seam there as well. Batting on here, put the batting on here. Make sure it's nice and flat. One more stitch line. All right. There we go. I think that looks better. Now to put a zipper together. And I also need to put those ends on. Let's put this through here. This through here. Oh my goodness, get in the hole. Come on, get in there. The thing about zippers is I think you more or less need a zipper jig to get this correct because it's like not working.
What is a zipper jig for those of us that don't know?
It's a special thing that you hook to right here and you put the zipper on top of it and then you just slide the zipper in. Poof, just like that. It's very easy. I tried with the fork. The fork thing doesn't work for me. If I can't do it this way, I can't do it with a fork. So I just need the zipper jig.
Is that something that's expensive?
Yes.
Can I buy it for you?
I don't know, it's like $15 or $25, something like that. Could be more, I'm not sure.
We can look it up.
I mean, sometimes I can get it. Sometimes I just can't.
Can I help you?
Nope.
Maybe I can get it. Tip bites with that. I'll show you guys the monster he snuck in.
They can't hear you when you talk very loud right now.
They can't hear me when I talk loud.
When you talk loud, not when you're talking softly like you just did.
Okay, why wouldn't they be able to hear me now right next to the phone?
Because I'm got the microphone.
Okay, but you said they could still hear me from the phone. I've asked you this 10
Not
times.
from the phone, no. From me. You're in the background sound. All right, that's the way my zipper opens. I need a zipper tab again. We're just going to use these. Okay, I'm going to press these two zipper tabs for this bag, and I'm not even going to worry about the other bag. Just going to press these real quick. Notice I'm using the accent color every time for all this other stuff, like zipper tabs and stuff. It's what I chose to be my accent color, at least. because I thought it would be cool with the blue that's in the cars. Yeah, the blue that's in the building in the car. Okay. I'm going to put one on, and then I'm going to put the other on, and then we're going to put it on together with the bag. And we're going to put the whole thing together. Except for this, there's not going to be there's not going to be a strap just yet, because I'll do that later. All right, we're going to make sure that this is exactly the size we need. Okay, that's where I want it. Shit. I just had a shoot moment, sorry. The zipper is actually sitting funny. I needed to slide it all the way through and then slide it back on, and that will reclose it and turn it the opposite way, I think. I didn't want to have to do that, but it's because it did not line up, and it makes for a really funky end. Same time, come on, same time, here we go. Oh, it's still not landing right, but oh well, let's just cut it and get it on here. Tab. Cut it right. There. Okay, I'm going to add this end on here.
Mary's telling everybody that launched a new website coupon code.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, let's put this bag together. I need these, I need my D-rings.
Well, thank you, Marie. There's a lot of people on here that watch So yes, I'm sure that will come in handy.
I'm going to be cutting a lot of this off. I want them one on the front side and one on the back. So one's going to come from, no, it's got to go upward like this. It's going to come out like that. Come down about right there. Oh my goodness, this is going to be so hard. When it comes out, it's going to land. Right, okay. And then this one's going to go on this side. I'm going to sew this on first at my first angle. I want it to land about 1/4 inch below. I'm going to go right there. I'm going to be cutting that excess off. I just want to make sure that both of these are going on at the same angle. One's going to be on this side now, right there. So I'm going to try to replicate this. The D-ring is landing. 1, 2, 3, 4/8 down. 1, 2, 3, 4/8 down. So let's lift that up just a little. And the angle is more than 45. Perfect. This is where I want it. This is where it's going to go.
This is where I want it. This is where it's going to go. I like that.
Stay. You guys are probably like, what the heck is she doing there? This hooked into the bag, what's going to hold out, and it's going to allow the handle to hang. I'm probably doing it wrong, but I don't make these bags every day, so there we go. So I made them the perfect length. I shouldn't have to trim anything just besides this end piece. There we go. All right. Those are on. Let's attach the top and stuff like that. I'm going to leave that. I don't really need to leave that one open. It can stay in the middle. We need a zipper. That's the back of the bag. This is the front of the bag. We want the front of the bag, the zipper. The zipper closes to this side. So we're going to put this on here like this, but I'm going to open the zipper for now. I'm going to center this on here. Just like this. Oops, I want a little bit more that way. There we go. And then line this on. The zipper's face down. I'm going to put all the pins on it now because it's really going to be weird. Okay, and now I'm going to put, this is going to hook to the back side of the bag, so that's second. This, just the plain piece, that's going to go right sides together with the front of the bag. We're still going to cut out our corners, but I'm going to do that after I make the bag. And then I'll cut it all out at the same exact time. All right, here we go. I'm going to sew this on, turn it out, and then top stitch. Okay, I'm going to open my zipper the opposite direction now. Throw those over there. I'm just going to open it, finger press it. Finger press. I think that's going to be the weirdest bag I have ever made. Just letting y'all know. All right. Top stitching now. 1/8 of an inch from the edge. All right, so the top of the bag is together. Now let's do the bag. Right sides together now like this. So this is now the back of the bag with the snap. I'm going to center it. This is going to be a long bag. I've never made a long bag before. This is going to be weird. I mean, it's not like that weird, but definitely different. I'm going to leave this zipper open too because that's going to be important when I go to close the bag. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and sew this on, and I'll move the zipper as I need to. I'll top stitch when I'm finished, blah, blah, blah. You like how that's working now? Blah, blah, blah. All right, let's move that zipper. Come on. There we go. Come on, right there. Pressing this open. I have a wild thread. We don't want that there because they get caught in the zippers. Now we're going to press this open. I'm going to take it to the iron. I am going to do the whole thing right here.
That's an interesting looking bag.
Yes, it is. This is the most weirdest bag I have ever made. Hey, but at least you guys are learning that this is how my brain works. It's very, very, very crazy in there. Okay, everything's nice and flat. All right, most of it's together now. That's got to stay inward. This got to stay open. This got to stay partially open. All right, we're going to hook. Well, first I'm going to cut these ends off real quick because I, obviously made it longer than it needs to be just so that I can have a extra in case I needed it. Turn it around, cut this side off. It's going to be the first of its kind. Okay. Right sides together for this. The lining gets right sides together, and we got to make sure that this pocket stays down because that's also getting sewn with all this. Like this inner pocket stays down, this, that both those. We are going to cut away seam allowance though anyway. All right, and now what we're going to do is, all those zippers are open, right? I want at least, I don't want my zipper tab to like hit my seam area, but I want it open. All right, everything should line up, right sides together. And we're going to put clips all the way around. I am going to take the corners off in a second. I just want to clip everything in place first because there's a bunch of layers here with all those pockets. So I'm going to be sewing through a lot. I also need to make sure that my D-ring things are in because if not, those are going to get in the way and we don't want to sew over the D-ring. All right, and I'm going to make sure that that is inward like this, meeting up the two ends like that. Meet up the two ends on this side. This is going to be the weirdest bag I've ever made. Someone out there will love it.
Yep.
All right.
Somewhere will love it.
I'm just going to make sure that pocket stays out of the way. And I'm going to pin this side now. This is the longest lining ever. This is a deep I almost said the word, a deep bag. I know, I'm trying to hold back. All right. Let's cut some corners. I'm only going to cut little tiny corners, so 1.5 inches. Right there, 1.5 inches right here. On both sides, that's it. Just 1.5 inches in here and 1.5 inches out there. And I'm just going to do this. Do that very carefully next to my body. I'm going to take and put 1.5 inches off of this as well. Inch, half. Hold my ruler as best as I can. Try not to cut any limbs off while we're at it. And then we're also going to cut 1.5 inches off the corner of this. I'm going to take it with the pocket. I'm going to take this off with it And then I'm going to cut a little bit extra away for those because this pocket won't be in the way under here, but this pocket will be. I'm still going to take it off. 1.5 inches. Just like this. I'm literally laying it on top, going through all those layers. Ouch, that was my knee. We all know that I hit it 100 times a day. 1.5 inches right here. Oops, I just cut off the wrong amount. How much did I cut off on that side? That's 1.5, 1.5. Oh, why does it look so weird? I don't know. Now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut about another 1/4 inch away right here and right here from my pocket because that's going to have its own seam allowance anyway. I'll figure it out later in my math when I do another bag. But I just wanted to end. And I did get into this one, so we're going to cut 1/4 more this way. Probably going to seal these guys first. 1/4 inch in, 1/4 inch up. All right, this is going to be a weird bag. All right, I'm going to start stitching. Everywhere. Actually, hold on. I'm going to fold this under real quick. 1/4 inch for my closure. This is the bag that everything can get lost in.
There you go.
That's what it could be called, the lost bag. Everything can get lost in your bag. Where'd it go? I don't know. Check the bottom.
Marie says it's weird but pretty.
Okay. I'm going to start stitching it all the way around this thing. I'm going to leave an opening to turn the bag, like any bag. And then I'm also going to take a bigger seam allowance on the lining than I am on the outside so that they sit flush. Just because that's what I do. So it's going to be like 5/8 on the inside, but half on the outside.
Cheryl says, is it a messenger bag?
Yeah, pretty much.
She says, no, it's the bolt bag. You have to carry a bolt of fabric in it.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to start veering my way in this way. All right, now I'm going to start stitching a smaller stitch length. I'm now at my hook thing. I'm back stitching. I guess that could be the same. Everything's lying flat. I don't know how this is going to work. It's going to work, though, no matter what I do. Bottom of that's hooked. Bottom of that one hooked? It is hooked. Okay, so yeah, all I have to do is hook the corners. It's probably the weirdest. No. The name of this bag is whatever it wants to be. We'll see what it looks like in the end. How about that?
Debbie says she recently made one about that long for an airplane bag that was snacks, stitching, and normal purse stuff all in one. So see,
It's the bag of bags. I don't know how this is going to work. Let me hook the corners together and see. Like I said, we're not doing straps right now. That's a whole nother whatever. I'm going to cut away all this extra seam allowance on the lining, because remember I sewed it a little bit smaller so that it meets up, because there's a lot of layers coming together. So I feel that cutting that, sewing it differently, smaller, it's going to have more room to fit with all that chunky seam allowance right there. And I'm not the only person that does it this way either. I've seen other bag makers from bag making videos do it like this. All right, so now I'm going to do my corners. I still have to sew the corners of the pockets as well, because those need to be closed, but I'm going to sew it with it, and it's going to have that same seam, so it'll land right at the end. I'm not even going to bother pin or clipping. I'm just going to hold it and sew it. Should work pretty good. Go to hell before you get to heaven. It would help if I was threaded.
Probably.
Sometimes it comes undone when I'm fiddling around at the machine. Okay, we're not going to mess with that. Let's just do it this way. Wheels keep on spinning around. I have to use a needle threader because I don't know how to use the one on my machine. All right, here we go. Oh, I got it. Okay, let's close this up. There's one. Let's close number 2. Which way did I press it? That way. You probably should, put a clip or something to hold it, but I'm not. All right, I'm going to cut the excess off of these. Oh, it could be. Yeah, it could be something. Do whatever you want. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to seam rip just a little bit of this off of here, or else I'm not going to be able to close it. Actually, it should. Let's just lift it up a little, though. And then I'll seal the side again, because I didn't really think about that before I trimmed it. But that would be a lot of seams to go through if I would have had to do them individually. I mean, not individually, separately. So we're going to do those. That one's going to fit with this one. No, it's not. There we go. We're going to do something really weird that I've never done before. I'm going to seal that, and then I'm going to seal those with their own little crooked seam. There we go. I'm going to put some clips on this one at least. Just a little bit longer. I'm almost done. I gotta re-sew it without these in the here. And then I have to do it again. Kind of weird, but just wait. It'll work. All right, let's try that again. You could turn that off or unplug it or whatever.
Corey says the needle threader is awesome.
I've never been able to use mine on my machine, so I use a little separate one because I can't figure the darn thing out. I've never got it once. I thought I did, I almost got it, and then yeah, it's never hooked. I don't know what it is. I don't think it was created for me. Although I do see machines out there that have just like you press a button and it does it all on its own or something like that, as long as it's next to it. All right, here we go. There's one. And now I'm going to seal these off.
And he says, thanks for the mail she received from us. She's so excited to get the envelope.
Aw, thank you.
You're welcome, Daddy.
Huh? Like, no, she's probably talking about the other one
Oh.
that took 5 months to get there.
Oh.
Okay, this is the weirdest thing I've ever done.
What?
It's like a little rounded pocket in here.
It's cute.
That's what it's going to be like, because I don't have no other really...
You got about half a charge of that. So I was leaving it on charge.
Okay. Thank you.
You just gotta...
All right, now to seal this last one. Should sit right in the bottom. It might stick out. I might have to just go straight across, which is what I think I'm going to do, because it looks like it's going to stick out from here. I guess there's a lot of things I'm going to have to start taking into account when making something like this, because I'm definitely going to need a pattern or not create my own at all. Thank you guys all for hanging out this long too while I go crazy. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm literally just going to sew it across from one side to the other. Cut off the excess. Whatever. I'm wasting fabric. Something I do not like to do. All right. Now they should both fit into the bottom of the bag. All right, let's turn it out. Oh, wait. Did I finish that seam right there? Because I unstitched it. I don't want the bag to fall apart. This is the weirdest thing I've ever done. But if it works, right? Never figured out the needle threader on my machine. I actually call the needle threader on my machine, kids when I get frustrated. So sweetness, you too. Sarah Lawson has free patterns on her site and tutorials. She only makes bags, very good directions. Yes, I know. I follow her. She comes on at the same time I do for So Sunday, so I have to rewatch her videos, which doesn't bother me, but I used to catch them on live stream. Okay, this is gonna be weird. Again, I'm not making the straps right now. I'm just gonna make the bag, and you're gonna take that wonderful, oh, hey, that's what it'll look like, you know? All right, we need a poker. Where did I put my marker? Oh, it's way over there. Okay. Yeah, definitely like a tablet bag or something, like a, I don't know, but it's looking like something like that. Man, this side didn't line up like I would have thought. Look at how long this thing is. It's the wine bag. You need to go to a friend's house and you're a quilter. This is your wine bag. A crossbody wine bag. There we go. It's got a name. And it has pockets so that you can put whatever you want to go with your wine. You can get your bag of crackers in there, cut of cheese or whatever. I don't know. We're going to take it. And I'm going to reach through the pocket that's inside of here, and I'm going to pull the bottom of the bag through the pocket so that I can sew it. Oh my goodness. Come on. There's so many pockets in the bag that I couldn't find the bottom of the bag. All right, so I'm going to sew this together. It's already pressed, so all I have to do is sew from one side to the other for the bottom of the bag. And then pull the pocket out, shove it back into the pocket, and then pull the pocket out and seal that. This is the wine bag. This is definitely the wine bag. It's your quilty friend wine bag. All right, so let's shove this back in the hole, but I'm gonna leave the pocket out. Everything seems nice. I'm gonna push all these other pockets all the way in. So that's nice and down. All this is down, all that is down. Nice and flat. The snap closes. I'm just gonna pull the pocket through. And even though it didn't turn out the way I wanted, I'm still gonna put the label in it. If I could find where the label went. It's somewhere around here. There it is. Okay, and then I'll show you the whole thing in a second. And then you're just gonna have to imagine it with the strap, but I don't have a strap to put on it. Do I? Oh yeah, I have a crossbody strap I could use just because. All right, let me seal this up. I want my tag to land in here just right, because I didn't build it onto the wall, so it's going into the closing of the pocket. All right. Now just sew it the rest of the way across. Okay. And put the whole pocket back in, the whole entire bag thing back in. Let's close the zipper. Reach it in there. And let me grab I have a crossbody strap already made from another bag, so we're just gonna take that off for just the moment. It's a vinyl one, but just for the general idea of how this is gonna look, because I'll make the strap later. And I do not have a bottle of wine to stick in here. But if I did, I might have something I could stick in here that's like a bottle of wine, maybe. I'm not sure. But, oh well. Anyway, here it is. Zip's closed. It's very long, so it will definitely fit a bottle of wine for a fact. And then it could just go over your body and you could like totally reach in and grab your big, huge book. So you can put your essentials, your rotary cutter, your wine bottle, and I don't know. I don't think people should be using their rotary cutters with the wine bottle, but it has this front pocket. It goes all the way down and it has the blue on the inside. So I'll take that off like that. Has the blue on the inside of that pocket. Then here's the magnetic snap slip pocket on the back. You can see that there with the light color, but it's completely covered the gray because it comes right to the top of that fabric. Yeah, it definitely needs to change. It should have only been like this tall. The whole bag should have been this tall right there. You know, if you put a second snap on it, it's one of those folded bags. If I would have put a second snap, have you guys seen those before? And then the top folds over, and it's one of those long or short bags. I've seen those. I think actually Sarah Lawson did one. And then inside the bag, on the back side, there's a zip pocket. It's kind of low for this height, but you reach in and it has the color fabric of the quilty sayings. Yes, it could be used for so many things. It literally fits my almost, you know, all the way to my elbow at least, making a fist in there. So that's definitely the size of a wine bottle. I don't have anything in here that could be, oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, that fits all the way down with plenty of room. So yeah, you guys know that wine is going to fit in here. And it sits pretty flat. That's a heavy thing too. It holds it really nice. So it's in there. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. The weirdest thing I've ever made, and I'm going to be making a second one. My goodness. Ah, it's funny. I definitely like the idea of the fold down, though, where you can either have a long bag or a short bag, and which turns it to a messenger bag, you know, but then the straps would have to come from way down here. It would look weird. I don't know. I've seen it before, though. There it is. The giant bag. The wine bag. It doesn't even, does it stay? Oh, it stays, sorta. There we go. If it would have put foam in it, it probably would stay better, but I didn't put foam in it. This is the weirdest thing ever, right? Hey, hold on. Here. Fits quilt supplies, sorta. It almost goes. You could probably put a shorter ruler in it. So you can just like throw your quilt supplies in it and you can do whatever you want with it. Yep. It's cool. All right. So there we have it. I just have to make the straps, which are this color. So it'll have a crossbody straps this color. And that's it. That's all I need to do. And then put the other one together. And then snip away all these wild threads that seem to happen because I quilted it, so I have lots of wild threads. And I think this might need to go in just a little bit. I don't know. Kind of looks okay. It kind of looks like it's going, yippee, you know. the yippee. I don't know. I'm weird. All right. Alrighty. Well, I am going to get off of here and eat some lunch because you guys are going to see me again for Sew Sunday in like, I don't know what time it is now. 2, 3, 4, 5, in like 3 hours. So I'm going to eat lunch and then I guess I'll put bag number 2 together for Sew Sunday as well as make my handles and I need to make my blocks for Eric's 52 blocks and 52 weeks sew along thing. So, because I try to keep caught up with those. That's my thing every week, you know. All right. Mess cleaned up. Bag made. Yeah. It's weird. Definitely need to change it. And there's some wild threads. Anyway, let me look at the comments real quick before I get off of here. All right. Everyone's saying bye. Bye. Love it. Nice. Well done. Okay. All right, guys. I will see you guys in like 3 hours. Lots of love to y'all. And thanks for hanging out with my brain because it needs to redesign. Bye, everyone.